Hello and welcome to another FreeCodeSession. My name is Jason Bach and I'm going to continue on with finishing this consistency thing. I thought last night about, hey, could I just generate some tests for this method by right-clicking and doing the IntelliTest thing, but unfortunately IntelliTest doesn't work because this is a .NET Core project that has, well, it has the SDK-style to CS proj files. You know, there's a couple of things that are in Visual Studio that don't work with .NET Core, and they're enterprise only, like IntelliTest. And quite frankly, I find that to be a deficiency. That needs to be something that's rectified, because you can't just either remove the tools completely or update them for where .NET is going anyway. And I would hope that they pick the latter and do it soon, because these things definitely need to get updated. So anyway, first thing I'm going to take care of is if total is equal to 0, return 0f, else. So that takes care of the not a number problem that we saw yesterday, this one. Now just return 0. But then there were some here that I looked at that I'm like, well, is that really, you know, indicative of the true value? For example, where was one of them? Let's see if I can find it. You got, yeah, this one. So like 17, and then there's 3. You know, that's kind of, that was one that was, I'm going to forget, I should have watched the video before I did this of what I did the last time I did this. This one too, it's like, well, you're taking this minus the difference of that and saying that's 7 minus 9, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. But it can't be 8 divided by 9, because that's not, you know, yeah, you're really one less than that, but again, this is just a number to kind of get you a feel for how consistent you really are, and just to get an eyeball glance at it, and then you can look at it later and go, well, does that really make sense? I thought there was another number here that I saw that was kind of like, that doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense. This is interesting. Totally inconsistent, which is actually true for the field style, that 133 of them are this and 133 of them are that. And I'd be like, huh, that is completely inconsistent. And why am I that inconsistent in this code base? And looking at that style. So I think that's one that I actually want to grab. I'm going to just grab this and put that in my notes here, because I just want to take a look at that off camera and go, well, or maybe I will do it on camera. Okay, so I think for now I'm done with it, but I have to put tests around all these things. So I need tests around this, and I also need tests around the other consistency values. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is number more stable results. Okay, so then we're going to come into here, and I want to do some tests. So we'll say dun, 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 dun. Consistency when values are null. This one's easy, but we need to handle all conditions. So assert that, that new list of u int. No. Null as list of uint dot get consistency. We can pass in a 0 there because it doesn't matter. Throws type of argument, no exception. And of course, you're doing using static extensions list, and that needs a damn it. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of the first case. We don't need that there. We need that there. Okay, so what's the next one? Next one is if total is 0. Public static void consistency when total is 0. Assert that list. I know I can do list. Is there a list empty? There's an array empty. That'd be kind of handy to do. Whatever. New list of u int get consistency 0 is equal to 0. Okay. Then we say if there's less than 2, with only one value. So in this case, I have to pass in 1. I'm going to give here, it doesn't matter what the value is. It should also be 0. Okay. And then we get the max, we get the average. And what I want to do is kind of cover all stones. Is I want to have a way to say, go through all that, pointing at that, point at the whole list. Okay, so we're going to say get consistency. So we're going to have something like, 25 is the max. But then we're also going to have another 25 in there. Because once we find it, we want to actually yield it back. 3, 4. Okay. And then we get the consistency where it's 57. And what is that equal to? I have no idea. We're going to find out. I should have brought some water down, but I didn't. What did I miss? There we go. Okay. Now one should fail. Yep. But was this. Now let's run them. See what we get. 4. Okay. All right. So that's that one. Now, if I remember right, I did have an evaluate consistency for these, and I should have one for all of them. I'll kind of put it in the same spot. So we'll say this, that's a total. We'll kind of grab this one. And really it should be not provided all. So we should say 10, we'll say 80 here, and we'll say 70 here, and we'll say 20, so those actually add up. And then not provided for default, we could say 5 here, provided for, we'll say 50, because those just need to be some less than or equal value to the other two, I think. So then what is this actual value? And I know, so I should be like calculating this in my head and going, well, what is it actually? But okay. So we did that one. We did this one. Expression body data tests. Yeah. So we want now this is also, shoot, the next thing I want to do is making sure that these all add up. So that's actually going to break a bunch of my tests, because all of a sudden all these are going to, because I didn't care, because I didn't have to. Now I'm actually going to have to care. And so all these two are suddenly going to change. So that one's actually, it's going to be probably easy to implement, but it's going to be kind of a bear just to get through all the broken tests. So yeah, that's okay. That's all right. So we could say here, you know, it's like 70 for arrow, 20 for that, and then the block would be 10U. And then what's the consistency on that one? Okay. Modifier tests. How bad is this going to be? I could do those as probably a... no, I can't. I can't. Well, I could. I could do it as a generator, not as an attribute. But yeah. Yeah. I really just want to go through the, wait a minute, no, wrong spot. Wait, what was it? It was 0. So I think I'm not sure. I don't even know how this works. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. It's good enough for JSON. That's good enough for everybody, right? Okay. And then we need parentheses. Thought I spelled that wrong. So if I did here 100, and I did like 20 and 5, that'd be 25. Let's make this do 40 and 10. So it gets us there, and then that's that. And what does that give us? Okay, and then the last one, to have space data. This one should hopefully be pretty simple. So we have 100, we have 99. What? A little biased there, just a tad biased. Should be 100, but you know. All right, let's run all tests. Oh no, don't. Yeah. Did it run? Yeah, they did. Okay. Let me run that. Nope. Finish. Still not finishing. Finished. Okay. Bin. So we should no longer see the, we see zeros there. Okay. I am good for now with this. Okay, so we're going to say, do that, come over here. Push. Consistency branch. Master branch. Merge in the current branch. This one. Merge it. Push. I should have put a comment there, but I'm an idiot. Delete. Yes. Delete. Come over here. Refresh. Yeah, now I'm starting to see the stuff there, which I should have done. Okay. Just to make sure, because I never trust myself. Good. Okay. So we can come here and we can close this issue. Yay! Issues. Milestones. 3 open. Add validation. That's going to be the next one. So let's just dive into it. I know it's going to be painful. What is it again? 38. Add data validation. Publish. All right, so let's get into this. I wish these would like close. So this is going to be, I would really like, but you can't. I mean, you have to call a constructor. You have to do to get consistency. So if this true plus this false does not equal, wait, I haven't even assigned those. Holy crap. True occurrences, no. Plus false occurrences does not equal total occurrences. Then what we need to do is throw an exception. And the exception I want here is, what did I call it? Invalid. Should I call it invalid data state or invalid occurrence values? I think I like that one better. Invalid occurrence value. I wonder if there's an exception type in here. Maybe, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. So we can say here, I'm going to copy that. I say exception. And then we're good. Don't quite like how this does everything. I wish it would be a little smarter. That's okay. What's wrong with this? Oh, I never accept. Jeez. Okay. And that has to be private. Dear Lord. Okay. And what I can do in this case is I can just say, oh yeah, we'll do that. Throw new invalid current value. Now what I know there's like this thing in C# where they're now looking at adding, if you have a an assertion that fails, that you actually capture the expression of the thing. My son just came down and we've had issues in my house recently with the Wi-Fi being problematic. We got a new computer, in fact, the first real computer that everybody can use in the house upstairs. And either it's a dead zone or the Wi-Fi doesn't really work well on it. I don't really know. So I'm trying a couple things. One, I got a new Wi-Fi router. And I think the one I've had for a fairly long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a while. And I'm wondering if just we have too many devices that are connecting on it and it's just not able to handle the load. The other thing I'm going to try is the power line connections, where you can actually plug it into a wall socket and then you can do a direct hard link wired from one to the other if you pair them. I got a fair amount of suggestions on that, and some people said, yeah, give that a whirl. So I bought a couple of those. I'll route one from downstairs to the upstairs one. And if that works, I actually bought two more, and I'll maybe connect one to the Xbox across the room, because if they're, and I know I've read some statements where they said it can, if it gets noisy or if you're not in the same breaker or whatever, it can be an issue. But I figured I'd try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, But what we have right now ain't working. So, okay. Now I could capture the values here, which, good error statements are good. So we could say here, name of this. Oh, okay, so if I say this, and then put this in parentheses to say what that actually is, plus that, put in parentheses, name of false occurrences. Yoink, yoink, does not equal total occurrences. Name of total occurrences. Okay. Now, tests will break badly because of this. That I know, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is just do this one, fix all the tests where they fail, which is a lot of them. Yeah, so here I can't do this anymore. I'm going to have to take that off. And I might just give, so we'll say 3, nope, yeah, no, 3U, 1U, and 2U. And then that just takes care of that, and we remove that, okay? Now, not errors, these things. Yeah. 2 plus 3 does not equal 1. So what here we could just say is flip it. Say 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then the total occurrences is 33. The true occurrences is next. Yeah. So that'd be 11, and this would be 22. Okay. I keep doing the same thing. I believe the rest of these would actually be the same. Yep. So, which is fine. I'm just trying to think if there's an easy way for me to, well, you know what? I can do this, and then I can, oh my God. I'm an idiot. Come on. Yeah, so let's come to this one. I'll just boink, boink. There. So this should be able to take care of a fair amount of these. Okay. No, no. Oh my God. I keep making that mistake, aren't I? Aren't I? Yes, I aren't. And that. I'll save. Aha, I got it right this time. Okay, we'll copy that. Put that there. Put that there. Copy this. I couldn't, you know, I should use the ring copy thing. Copy. I just did this and I've completely forgotten what it is, where you can actually bring up the is it Alt V? No. Control Alt V? Control Shift V? Shift Alt V? No. Shift Control V. There we go. Because that's not confused. Where's the Control Shift V? Yeah, Control. That would actually be more of a natural. Okay. And then I just did that. Of course. Of course. It just got confused, I think. I think that's the one I was on. Yeah. So let's see if we can copy that in both spots, and kill that. Okay. Now if I do this, I come here, go to that, put that in there. Okay, we're getting in a rhythm. Then I don't have to keep doing that. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit of time. I might edit this out of me just copy and pasting code. But once I get to the spot where I think I've now finished the copy and paste, and I run all the tests and, you know, at least they'll succeed, then we'll go and run the actual code and see if nothing breaks. Okay. Okay, we're back and finally got them all to pass. So we're just going to run just through my code example and see if there are any cases where I actually cause a failure. It does not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this in for 38. Okay, and then I'm going to run this off camera because that's just ridiculous. But I'm going to do this for all of these here. Okay, and just see if I get any failures. But if I do, I will address them. Otherwise, whatever. I will move on then to the next types. I probably won't do a video on correcting those. Maybe I'll do like a little retro on fixing those and anything I found, but otherwise I'm going to stop the video here because I think I've made some decent progress on this issue, so we'll see what comes up next time. So thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.